What if I told you there were cheat codes to hacking your manifestations to make it work? No, I'm not talking about Grabovia codes or frequencies. Those do help a bit, and by a bit I mean 5 to 9%, which I talked about in my other videos on frequencies. No, there is a way to almost guarantee that whatever you want to manifest can come to be. We'll go through all the clues together in today's video. Namaste, Sacred Masters. I'm Dr. Iwasikehi, author of Shadow Work, Finding Your Light in Darkness, and I'm here to help you with your shadow work and manifesting questions to elevate your self-growth. So don't forget to subscribe for pick a card sessions, Grabovia numbers, and Ikehi vibrations, so that you don't miss on anything that can help you realize your full potential and find your light in the darkness. Today, I'm going to talk to you about a way you can hack your life and practically guarantee your manifestations will come. Now, as I said in other videos, most people utilize only one law, the law of attraction, when trying to manifest. Those who have seen my videos on the 12 laws of the universe, which I am posting on a link above and description box below, will know that the universe doesn't just operate under that one law. Sure, that law works, but we have to consider all the other laws in order to understand how the universe works and how it gives to us. And within these 12 laws, there is one hidden clue in there that, if you can spot it, you can utilize this clue in order to make your manifestations come. Guaranteed. So, let me read to you some of the laws and see if you can spot it. Law of cause and effect. This is the law that states for every cause, there's an effect. Law of compensation states that you reap what you sow. Law of polarity states that life has an opposite. Black, white, problem, solution, obstacle, and opportunity. Here are 3 laws that, while seemingly separate, contains clues about a very important hack. And what is that hack? If you're quick to spot it, it's giving. You see, the art of giving is hinted 3 times in the 12 laws of the universe, which is why this is so important. Because like they said, for every cause, there's an effect. For every giving you do, you have to receive. Call it karma if you want. But the next law, law of polarity, states that everything in life has an opposite. This means if you give, you must receive. Your giving cannot happen without the opposite existing. You can't give if you don't receive. And of course, when you want to talk about the law of compensation, it is very obvious where the giving part comes in. Now, many of you will probably cringe at giving, especially in this day and age where you might not be able to afford it. Don't worry, I'm going to show you how to do it without money in a bit. But since this is a shadow work channel, I do want to cover a base for those of you who have problems receiving. People who prioritize giving over receiving is actually a very common thing, especially when they are good people who have been given things as a form of manipulation. Do this for me and you can have this. This may even come in an early form of childhood manipulation where if you wanted a toy, for example, but you had to behave. To the extent that we fear intimacy, we may also block ourselves from receiving gifts and compliments. If you could be that sort of person, your manifestations may be blocked by this emotional blockage that you need to let go. Ask yourself in this shadow problem. When someone I don't know well offers me a gift or compliment, how do I feel? For a lot of women, having a guy compliment her could trigger feelings of cringiness. Their body becomes alert, fight, flee, or freeze. And who can blame them in a world of sleaze and hookup culture? For some people, they might freeze, become shy, and deny it, like saying things such as, "You didn't have to." Comes from a sense of duty, pressure, or "this is too much," which is the opposite, where they have a sense of deserving a gift or compliment. Feeling of selfishness can arise in words you say such as, "I feel bad that you did all this for me." When contemplating with your shadow work, really get deep inside to heal this part of yourself and learn how to let it go because you are deserving. If you can't receive, no matter how much you give, you're blocked from it. So try that shadow prompt to really see where you are. But let's get back to hacking the universe and talking about giving. Now, I want to first point out that when you give, don't give it with the expectation of getting something back. When you give something, give it cheerfully. Giving it with expectation of receiving something back is a form of manipulation, which is extremely low vibration resonance. That's because manipulation comes from low self-esteem, emotional dependency, and greed. So remember, when you give something, make sure you're doing it for the right reason and not from a selfish mindset. But I'm not here to force you to giving, because how in the world can you give if you do not have resources? Well, let me show you how. First, we must always remember that giving is an energy. And like all energy, there can be good and bad. As I said earlier, just remember what your purpose is to give. You don't want to hack the universe with low vibrational energy. And I'm talking about energy here. For a lot of people, we tend to think of giving as money, like helping a beggar in the street. But money is merely a symbol, a representation of your time and efforts. The universe doesn't care about money because it's man-made. The universe cares about the energy behind that money. So even if you don't have any money, you can still use that same energy to give, such as volunteering for your community or a charity. But again, make sure you're volunteering for something you're passionate about. If you care about women's shelters or homeless children, volunteer there instead. This also helps bring you to a high vibrational state while you are giving to, allowing you to receive back in high vibrations. The second tip is to donate stuff. If you look around, I can bet there are many things around your house that you do not use. Some you might not even know existed until you just thought about it. The good thing about donating is that it helps clear the clutter around the house. There's somebody out there that might urgently need what you have and not using it at all. That's where Goodwill or Salvation Army comes in. Donating stuff doesn't have to be limited to things around the house or physical items as well. Think about people who donate their hair or blood and plasma. In my younger days, my hair was down to my chest and I would donate it to Locks of Love. I believe now they call it Wigs for Kids or something. Best part is, I always got a discount when I did it too. You can also do something pro bono. Is there something that you have a skill or talent that you can help someone else? I would help design and edit my friends' wedding videos if they could not afford a professional, which can cost upwards of a few $1,000s. Not to say I'm not a professional. My day job is to make movies, so I do understand how to operate a camera and make people look good. Wait, I take it back. I make horror movies. Anyway, you get the point. So you see, there's so many ways you can give. Count your blessings beyond money. Your blessings are universal energies that you can use to hack your way into giving. When you are giving without expectations, just out of pure love to send out to the universe, it is the strongest form of universal currency. It is currency that comes with action. And the universe likes things to flow, to constantly be moving. Those who stay stagnant are doomed to be stagnant. The purest form of giving comes from kindness and love. So be sure to do it from within. If you find yourself getting a feeling like when you give to someone, there's a voice inside of you that says, I hope the universe rewards me, that's self-doubt. There is a deeper issue at work. Try to do some shadow work. Perhaps a self-inquiry and ask yourself why you expect things in return. Was there a trust issue in your past where you kept giving and when you needed something your friends or family weren't there? Look back into the past and heal. When you don't heal, you can't receive. Give all you want, but also remember to do some self-inquiry and check your energies so that when you give, you can receive too. The universe wants to give back to you. It is their law, but it can only give back to you what you resonate. So even if you're in high vibration giving, but low vibration receiving, for example, having trust issues, then the universe has no choice but to give you back what you resonate. But they do give it back to you. So, there you have it. The hack that can help you utilize 3 universal laws to get what you want to manifest with what you desire. Remember, these aren't laws made up by men. These are irrefutable explanations of how our universe, time, space, and reality works. These laws cannot be created or destroyed. They have been talked about in all religious texts, from the Bible to the Tripitaka, the Mahayana Sutras, and so forth and so on. Always remember to work with these laws and not just one of them. So many people focus on one law, the most popular, being law of attraction, that they forget they need to work in harmony with the other 11 laws in order to make things work. For those who want a detailed look into these 12 laws, take a look at this video where I describe each of these laws in detail. Get your pen and paper ready. I'll see you there. Namaste.